In the next scene, we see Cyan explaining the situation to Kirim. Our boy told his sword that the emperor, whose name is Dion Severus, had 2 wives. Diana Quazel was the first wife, but she died. Cassandra Nepellus is the second wife. She is considered a prominent judiciary in the empire. The first empress gave birth to 2 children. This is the first prince and the second princess. The current empress gave birth to the third and the fourth prince. Aaron Severus, on the other hand, is a bastardized daughter born to a peasant mistress. The nobles treated Aaron terribly due to the fact that her blood was mixed with that of a peasant. Fortunately, Aaron did not care about how others perceived her. She fulfilled her duties as a member of the royal family, and she devoted herself to her studies more than anyone else. Unfortunately, the princess was framed for treason by those who resented her. She was kicked out of the royal family and the empire. Rumors say that Aaron died alone from some disease on an island. Because of the kind of life she lived, people referred to her as the tragic princess. According to Cyan, Aaron could have lived a happy life if she had stayed in her place. It would have been better if the girl lived without any ambitions. Kirim was surprised to hear Cyan say that Aaron would have survived if she lived without any ambition. She told our boy that he is saying the same thing his father said to him in his past life. While killing some monsters, Cyan told his sword that Aaron's life is different from his. He told her that royal politics is a dangerous game. While our boy was talking, he saw a golden lightning strike one of the snail monsters. When he looked into the distance, he saw that it was the emperor that was using his magic. Cyan was surprised to see how skilled the emperor was. Emperor Dion grit his teeth and activated a spell known as Holy Lightning. The moment he activated the spell, a heavy lightning stroked the demonic beasts that were around him. To the people of the empire, Emperor Dion is known to be in the 8th star of magic rank. Cyan was certain that Dion would have become the head of the Mage Association if he was not the emperor. Our boy could tell that the intermediate demonic beasts in the area are not a match for the emperor. He believed that Dion was hunting the monsters as a hobby. The scene shifts and we see Emperor Dion and Willius in a tent. Some drinks were placed in front of the emperor and the duke. Dion realized that it had been a while since he last shared a drink with his friend. The emperor told Willius that he feels a bit lonely drinking alone. The duke apologized to the emperor. He told him that he cannot drink while he is on the front lines. Emperor Dion decided to accept his friend's excuse. The emperor remembered that Willius asked him about the current situation of the empire. Dion revealed to his friend that there has been a spike in the assassination of nobles. He told him that the spike is causing a lot of anxiety in the empire. Willius asked the emperor if there is a pattern in the assassination. Dion revealed to the duke that all the nobles who were murdered were corrupt officials. A black fog was also present in the places which the assassinations took place. Willius was surprised to hear this. Upon seeing the look on the duke's face, the emperor asked him if he has any ideas about the assassinations. Willius explained to the emperor that he also saw traces of the black fog in the front lines. He told the emperor that the followers of the black fog have returned. Dion believed that his friend's words made a lot of sense. He asked Willius to still make more investigations. The emperor thanked the duke for his efforts in the front lines. He told Dion that he feels bad for asking him to do more. Unfortunately, the emperor could not sit by and watch as the people's anxiety grows. Dion told his friend that he still has one more problem. Willius asked him to share it with him. According to the emperor, some nobles are saying that the assassinations were caused by the 5th princess. Willius was shocked to hear this. He could not believe that some people were trying to pin the incidents on the 5th princess. The emperor explained to the duke that he has been suppressing the nobles by shrugging off their words as nonsense. However, there seems to be a group that wants to use Aaron. With a serious look on his face, Dion told the duke that he has a favor he wants him to help him with as a friend. He asked Willius to take care of Aaron if something ever happens to him. Willius placed his hand on his chest and told the emperor that he will carry out his order to completion. Dion thanked his friend when he heard what he said. In the next scene, we see Emily listening to Cyan's story. The girl was surprised to hear that her master only escorted the princess. She asked Cyan if nothing else happened. Cyan did not understand what his maid was expecting. He asked her if she wants something else. The girl could not believe that her master left the princess after escorting her. With a look of anger on her face, Emily told her master that he will never get married if he does not change his behavior. Cyan did not understand what Emily was saying. He was certain that he was not on a date with the princess. Our boy turned to his entrance and asked Emily to take care of things while he is gone. The maid was surprised to hear that her master wanted to train again. She reminded him that it is raining heavily outside. Cyan asked Emily to not worry about it. He told her that he will be fine. He asked her to not wait up for him. While our boy was talking, someone who covered their face walks into his tent. Emily screamed when she saw the person. She asked the person for their identity. The person took off their hood when they heard Emily's question. The person turns out to be Aaron. The fifth princess asked Cyan to stay. She told him that she wants to talk to him. Emily's eyes glowed when she saw Aaron. She welcomed her to the tent. Cyan was shocked to see how enthusiastic Emily was. Aaron's guards stood outside to watch the area. Aaron took a look at our boy's room. She asked Cyan about the amount of time he has spent in the front lines. Our boy told her that he has been in the front lines for a month. Cyan asked the princess to tell him why she came to see him. Aaron was about to respond when she noticed something odd. The girl saw that Emily was staring at her with a strange look in her eyes. She asked the maid to give her and Cyan some privacy. Our boy was also worried to see the look on his maid's face. He asked Emily to step out for a bit. With a weird smile on her face, Emily asked the two to have a good time. Cyan and Aaron did not know how to react to this sentence. After spewing nonsense, Emily left the tent. Our boy could not believe that his maid asked him to have a good time with a 10-year-old. After Emily left, Aaron apologized to our boy for how she behaved. The girl's face turned red the moment she said this. She felt shy. Aaron told Cyan that she did not act the same way a princess should. Our boy also apologized to the princess. He told her that he was too rude. The girl laughed when she heard this. She told our boy that she would have also said the same things if she was in the same position as him. With a look of sadness on her face, Aaron told Cyan that he is more matured and a lot of people acknowledge him. Our boy immediately understood the girl's personality. With a smile on her face, the princess told Cyan that they can become friends when they enter the academy. Before she could say more, Cyan caught her off. With a serious look on his face, our boy told Aaron that he cannot be of any use to her. Aaron was shocked to hear this. Cyan asked the princess to leave if she came to make friends with him. Aaron told our boy that he is harsh. She explained to him that she simply wanted them to be on good terms. With a horrifying look on her face, Aaron asked Cyan if he also thinks of her as a shell of a princess. Our boy was surprised to hear what she said. As tears flowed down from her eyes, the princess told Cyan that she understands him. She believed that our boy did not want to get close to her because it does not come with any benefits. She apologized to Cyan for wasting his time. As she walked past our boy, she told him that she was short-sighted. She told Cyan that he is nothing like Askel. Cyan was shocked to hear his brother's name. He quickly turned around and grabbed Aaron's hand. The princess did not understand what our boy was doing. She asked him to let go of her hand. With a terrifying look on his face, Cyan asked the princess to tell him how she knows his brother. While struggling to set her hand free, Aaron revealed to our boy that she met Askel last year when she was touring the Royal Academy. According to the princess, Askel advised her to not care about what others think. He told her that she should focus on fulfilling her role as a princess. Cyan was shocked to hear this. He knew that a demonic bastard like his brother can never advise Aaron for free. Our boy realized that Aaron's problem began the moment she met his brother. He knew that the princess's downfall will be caused by his brother. Our boy decided to warn Aaron. Before he could say anything, Emily ran into the tent. She told her master that he has to run. The moment Emily said this, a huge boulder crashed into their tent. The explosion from the crash pushed Emily away. The knights in the area were shocked to see the explosion. They were more shocked to see a monster standing over their young master's tent. They quickly ran to the tent. It turns out that the tent was attacked by a demonic beast. Emily fell to the ground when she saw the demonic beast standing over her master's tent. As tears flowed from her eyes, Emily called out to Cyan. In the next scene, we see someone report the situation to the Emperor and Willius. The two men were shocked to hear what was happening. The knight told the men that advanced-rank demonic beasts have ambushed them from the rear part of the camp. The knight told the men that the princess went to the rear when the incident occurred. The emperor stood up and asked the knight to take all the members of the Imperial army to the rear. He told the knight that they must secure the princess. The knight accepted the emperor's order and immediately stood up. Dion found it odd that his daughter went to the rear camp. He became curious about the person his daughter went to meet. The scene shifts, and we see the demonic beasts destroyed the area with their large axe. While hiding behind a rock, Cyan took a look at the demonic beasts in the area. He was surprised to see that the area was surrounded by ogres and deathworms. Our boy was certain that such monsters only reside in the deeper parts of the valley. He realized that something must have changed for the monsters to come to the rear camp. Cyan wondered if he was the cause of the change. While our boy was thinking, Emily called out to him. With tears flowing from her eyes, the maid told her master that she will never leave his side again. Emily was relieved to see that her young master was alive. When the boulder came crashing from the ceiling, Cyan grabbed Aaron and took her out of the way. Our boy did not understand why Emily was worried. In Cyan's past life, he killed the Demon King. Our boy was certain that he could never die to a mere ogre. With a look of sadness on her face, Aaron asked Cyan if the knights in the camp will be okay. Emily turned to the princess. With a confident look on her face, Emily assured Aaron that the knights are strong. As tears flowed from her eyes, Aaron told the maid that some knights would not have died if they did not follow her to the rear. One of the knights that was next to her asked her to not cry. He told the princess that it is their duty to protect her as knights of the Empire. With a smile on his face, the other knight told Aaron that they will protect her with their lives. The moment the knight said this, our boy saw something behind him. He quickly asked the knight to move. The knight did not understand what Cyan was trying to say. Before the man could react, an ogre grabbed him. The ogre squeezed the knight's neck and slowly crushed his armor. The knight screamed out in pain. Our boy quickly ran to the front of the princess. He asked her to stay behind him. The moment Cyan stood in front of the princess, the ogre smelled his presence. Our boy realized that his suspicion was correct. He understood that the ogre wants him. The demonic beast threw away the knight and walked towards our boy. Cyan asked Emily to leave with the princess while he distracts the demonic beast. The moment Emily heard her master's order, she grabbed Aaron and began to run. She asked the knight to leave with them. Cyan was annoyed to see this. He realized that Emily was eager to leave. The ogre raised its hand and got ready to slam our boy. Cyan took a stance and jumped. While he was in the air, our boy used his blade to slash one of the monster's hand. Cyan did not understand why the demonic beasts were attracted to him. He was certain that they could smell something on him. Kiram laughed when she heard Cyan's thoughts. She reminded him that he drank the blood of countless demonic beasts in order to become stronger. The demonic sword materialized herself. She told our boy that he smells exactly like a demonic beast's. This is why the monsters came for him. Cyan was shocked to hear this. He asked Kiram to tell him why she never warned him. With an evil smile on her face, Kiram reminded our boy that she wants to take over his body. Upon hearing what Kiram said, Cyan grabbed her and shoved her back into the sword. The demonic sword yelled at her master for his behavior. She asked him to treat her better. Cyan asked her to shut up as the ogre rushed to attack him. Our boy took a stance and ran towards the demonic beast. While running, Cyan told Kiram that he does not care about the amount of monsters that come for him. The moment he said this, our boy jumped and used the demonic sword to cut the ogre's hand. While the ogre was screaming in pain, Cyan beheaded it. When our boy landed on the ground, the ogre's body fell. While staring at a large amount of demonic beasts, our boy told Kiram that they can drink the blood of the advanced-rank demonic beasts. Kiram became excited when she heard this. She could not believe that they were going to have a feast. Before the fight started, Cyan saw a unique demonic beast. Our boy saw a demonic beast known as a devil dragon at the top of a cliff. The devil dragon screamed in order to warn the other monsters about its presence. Kiram revealed to our boy that the devil dragon is still a baby. She told Cyan that the devil dragon must have also caught his scent. Our boy smiled when he heard this. He did not particularly care about why the monster came. He was more focused on catching it. Cyan activated his demonic sword manifestation. His entire body was covered in a dark and terrifying energy. Cyan told Kiram that she must eat the devil dragon. The scene shifts and we see an ogre getting destroyed by the Emperor's magic. After getting hit with a lot of lightning arrows, the monster fell. Dion asked Willius if the ogre was the last demonic beast in the area. The Duke told him that it was. The Emperor asked the Duke about the situation of his daughter and Cyan. Willius apologized to the Emperor. He told him that he cannot find traces of the children past the tent. Dion asked the Duke not to worry. He believed that Willius was also worried about his son. With a serious look on his face, the Duke told the Emperor that he is not worried about his son. He told him that they need to focus on finding the princess. Emperor Dion was surprised to hear this. He wondered if Cyan was really the Duke's son. Willius told the Emperor that a member of the Vert family should know how to look out for themselves. While the men were talking, a knight comes to interrupt them. The knight told the Emperor that they found the princess. Dion asked the knight if he is certain. Immediately Aaron saw her father. She ran to him. The emperor asked his daughter if she is fine. Aaron ignored her father's question and told him that they need to save someone. Dion did not understand what his daughter was saying. He asked her to tell him who she wants to save. With tears flowing from her eyes, the princess told her father that they need to save Cyan. Willius silently stood behind the emperor when he heard this. Dion asked his daughter to calm down and explain the situation to him. Willius walked up to Emily. He recognized her as Cyan's maid. With a horrifying look on his face, the Duke asked Emily if something has happened to his son. Emily began to tremble when she saw the look on the Duke's face. She had never seen Willius make such an expression. She told the Duke that Cyan used himself as bait in order to provide time for them to escape. The knight next to Emily told his master that he knows where our boy was last seen. He asked the Duke to give him an order. He assured Willius that he will find Cyan with the other knights. The emperor asked Willius to give the order immediately. To everyone's surprise, the Duke said that he will not give such an order. The emperor and Aaron could not believe what they heard. Dion asked his friend if he is serious. With a serious look on his face, Willius explained to the emperor that they have to first take care of the situation at the camp. He reminded the emperor that the demonic beast will invade the empire if the camp falls. The Duke believes that they have to reconstruct the camp in order to avoid more deaths. Emily asked the Duke about what they will do about her master. With a cold gaze in his eyes, Willius told the maid that our boy has done his duty by helping the princess evacuate. He told her that Cyan has done what is expected of a Vert. Aaron did not like what she was hearing. The princess did not like the fact that more people are dying because of her. While she was crying, Aaron and the other people in the area hear the sound of a monster screaming. When the group looked up, they saw a dragon. When Aaron carefully looked at the dragon, she saw Cyan desperately holding on to the monster's leg. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 6 of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.